Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Yes, another episode, maybe. We're gonna be cycling through words until we get the right one. Of Into the Wild Coast, fifth edition Dungeons and Dragons. Again, with your GM, lessons learned, and these wonderful group of people over here. So let's get the party started, shall we? With our two friends, Griffin and Theta.
All right. While Theta goes ahead and types that in, I am playing Baron Kicks the Shield, the Battlemaster Fighter, and Dragonborn. He's a cool and calculating personality. He believes a hero stands up against all challenges. Those under my command and responsibility come first, and I have an immense ego and delusions of grandeur. Meanwhile, Gar is our turtle necromancer. There's nothing he likes more than a good mystery. Self-improvement is his goal. The goal of a life of study is the betterment of oneself. He sold his soul for knowledge and hopes to gain it back by doing great deeds. And of course, unlocking ancient mystery is worth the price of a civilization to him.
Next up, we have Barakat.
Give me a second to get my character up here. I'm playing Barakat, the Tiefling Eloquent Bard, who believes that flattery is the best way to direct attention away from them. They enjoy seeing the smiles on people's faces when they perform. They believe their instrument is their most treasured possession, and they're struggling with their secret identity.
Next up, we have Hugh.
All right, I am Hugh, the Arrow of Owona. He is a lovely druid / ranger kobold who is slowly becoming the greatest kobold to have ever lived and doing it in a fair way. The most recent step was to be involved in the killing of a dragon.
Last but not least, Leo.
Hello, I'm playing Lael the monk, who is currently asleep, and we'll just leave it at that.
That is a great introduction because we're going to go into the mind of Leo and see this map actually fits what he's perceiving.
Yes, Gar, I believe, is going in solo to save him.
Yes. Leo, you find yourself...
He would have gone in with them.
You find yourself in the dark, although your eyes can see as an elf. The only illumination is the burning of the buildings of several buildings in your village are on fire. You can position yourself anywhere here.
It's pitch black. I can't see anything.
Oh, okay.
I actually thought it was like part of the effect at first.
Where's your token?
See your token. It's like pitch black on everything. The entire map.
Yes, we'll have to do the token for you. Let me see. If you drop here, you should have vision when I drop you here. Oh, I don't have you in my. That's fine. No worries. You fix it.
Here, okay.
Don't worry about it. Characters. Leo. Now, let us give you vision. Vision.
Night vision. Oh, there's a difference with it? You with all that stuff?
Yes. You should have 60. You're an elf. You have 60 feet vision. I would think.
Right.
So 60 feet.
Yep, I see it now.
Okay. You can update your token to your hit points and the like. Well, everybody else is in darkness. So we'll describe what you're seeing. You can see several fires around you. Several other buildings are on fire. You can smell the burning, not only burning wood, but also this burning flesh. Whoever has done this, whoever's done this attack, and you also see some bodies here as well. Whoever's done this attack it certainly wants to kill more than it wants to kill as many people as possible. But you see no trace of them.
Yeah, I was about to ask. There's nobody like running around or anything like that.
You
Everybody.
see shadows. You see shadows between the buildings, like people running, screaming, but you have no idea what's going on. In fact, you just came back from the monastery, just visiting the village for whatever reason, and you found yourself in this grisly scene.
I go straight to my house.
Okay, which one is your house?
The little house on the left here.
Yeah, that one is not on fire yet, but the door you come into the door is slightly ajar, and you get a peculiar sense, a coppery smell in the air, bittersweet. As you're walking, everything is dark inside.
Well, everything's dark. I can barely see it inside, so Lael will stumble in. His mom right now is like, no, it can't be. I start searching the house. Is there anybody alive?
Doesn't seem to be anybody alive.
Is there any bodies?
There seems to be a body in the corner.
I go check the body.
It's female.
No, not her. Please not. Young female?
Yes, Elvin. Even though your vision, and the thing is that even though your vision normally is in shades of black and white and gray, because the only thing that you see from the illumination is from the illumination outside, but in here, you're just relying on your own vision. You see that across her neck, almost like a smile, is bright red, as the blood has poured in her chest and across her front.
So somebody just put a Glasgow smile on her?
Basically.
Yes, Lael does have two arms in this memory at the moment. At the moment. If there's a nearby table or something like that, he just slams his fist on it in anger. And then Lael's gonna shout, "Where are you, you fucking cowards?"
You hear laughter behind you. And you hear that you can't catch me.
We'll see about that. Where is initiative for the laughter, or I guess what role would it be to find the laughter?
You just hear it, and it's like when you go outside, there's nothing.
Lael's gonna grab. I assume Lael has his weapons with him.
Yeah.
All right. He has his weapon with him, and he's prepared to fight anybody who's coming. Who's still out here. So I purposely go into where the shadows are and start swinging. And I'm assuming I'm just hitting air at this point.
Yeah, basically.
I keep shouting, "Show yourselves now. Suffer fate that you deserve, you bastards. I won't let you get away with killing her."
So easy.
It's just this angry rage coming out of him right now. He sounds completely... I'm sorry, I can't really yell at the moment because I've got other people in the other room here. But he sounds like he is just completely lost his mind, for everybody that's listening to this.
But it was so easy. It was so easy.
It'll be easy when I get my hands on you too.
She'll still be dead.
And you can join her.
Gar, you can drop into this as well. Let's put your owl here as well, because you're probably gonna, well, actually, yeah, Guard, you're just gonna see what you see with the fires only. Let me see. For some reason, you're never full size in this token.
Gar's like a mini turtle.
You know he's full size.
It's cold out.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish it was.
Put that in because that has your hit points, and you should have vision now. You see fires around you, smell the fires. This is sadly not something that is unusual to you. And you see several figures among the fires, like setting fire to things. Roll a intelligence check or a history check in your case. Yeah, you know these creatures well. They're drow. And they seem to be setting fire to this place. But you don't see Lael anywhere. What are you gonna do?
Do I hear Gar shouting my name?
Yeah, you hear a strange voice that you never heard before, shouting your name.
Well, I have the my Wakizashi is still with me, so I do walk outside to look at to see who's calling me.
You see a strange figure, a giant turtle, talking to you. Shouting your name.
And I shout, "Is that the best you got? This is all you have? Weird illusions? This is real? Then what is this?" And I point to the body that's right next to me.
It smells real, seems real. And from the shadows, you start seeing figures, weapons drawn, approaching you.
In front of me,
slowly,
or behind.
all around you, all around you.
So I will take you all with me if I have to. I slash at the nearest figure. I'm saying again.
Initiative. Roll for initiative.
Got it. It's a good thing I'm fast as hell. Is Hugh here as well? Because I remember Justin saying that Hugh was there somewhere.
Yeah, he would have gone in, but if Gar went in by himself, then that's fine.
Depends on did you bring him with you or did you?
Yeah, because even last week, I mentioned how Hugh would have definitely been one of the first people to offer to help.
Comically force himself through if he really wants to be here.
Nope.
Last thing we heard was bonk downstairs, and then suddenly they're both there.
He would not have forced himself through. If anything, he would have been paying attention to kicks to see that there wasn't any ill side effects if he wasn't informed. And whenever he walks by kicks, if he's touching a book, he smacks it out of his hand.
I don't think that one was cursed.
Nope, no books. And then just walks, and then just keeps walking.
Kids will never read again.
Yeah, for like the next 3 months, if he sees you reading, he's smacking the book out of your hand.
How will I learn anything? Holy shit.
Oh, I love that drow initiative of 3.
Trying to roll initiative, but it won't let me for some reason.
Oh, yeah, so you gotta do it all manually. That's no fun.
Yeah.
I'll at least take one of you bastards with me.
What it also might be is if you're just looking at the sheet, or you've actually like pulled it out so you can access it.
I pull it out to access it, but it's apparently what I'm getting is not the I'm not getting the monster manual sheet. I'm getting the for some reason the creature description, which is weird.
There's a difference?
Yeah, because one of them One of them actually has clickable stats and such, and the other one does not.
The only thing I can think of is if it was just clicked versus whether you actually pulled it out so the tokens are on the map. Because if you pull it out, then that's how it should work.
Yeah, it should work that way, which is what I did. Weird. Okay.
Are in the monster manual, or are they just the player race?
I think they are in the monster manual. Yeah,
They're in the monster manual.
Yeah, and I do have the monster manual. It's been what I've been using for a while. Weird.
I was actually, when I was reading through the book, I saw that like Drow or Dark Elves are actually like a player choice for like a background or sub race or whatever.
Yeah, they got an alternate choice there.
I've never seen that in like an edition of D&D unless it was like a supplement before. That was pretty cool, actually.
I think they've been erased since 4th edition. I'm not really sure.
They were, but I don't think they were playable. At least not initially.
There were totally rules in 3.5 for it. But I think they've become popular to the point where it's just always going to be an option now.
Okay.
It's because of Drizzt, isn't it?
You got to have your Drizzits.
That son of a bitch.
Look, if there's no Drow, how are you going to play the shady guy in the corner?
Exactly.
You know?
I think I actually played a Drow Monk of Peace in Ravenloft. Put all that together.
Oh,
you know, I've never played a Drow before. Mostly because of Drizzt, to be honest with you. I feel like it's too cliche.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Give me a second.
No, take your time. I'm just gonna warn you now. That like shouting to Lael, this isn't real, is probably not gonna work too well. I hope you have another trick up your sleeve. That's fine by me.
Remember who you really are, Lael.
Lael, you need to defeat the Fire Lord.
Lael, it was your sled.
Okay. Never mind.
Rosebud. Rosebud.
I know we killed everyone here. This is true. You're never going to remember you don't know.
Okay, now that is a thing that happened. Correct. So yeah, the Drow go on 3. Leo, you go first.
All right, the nearest shadowy figure I see, I just run up and start slashing away.
Okay.
So if you need me to move somewhere, let me know. Otherwise,
well, choose a target that you see.
I don't see targets. That's the problem. Oh, there they are. Anyway, 17 and 25.
Yeah, you hit.
Uh, 22 damage.
Yeah, it disappears in a sort of in a cloud. And sort of vanishes, and you hear this laughter behind you. Gar, what are you going to do? Yes, you do. But it just seems to be in the air. You can't really pinpoint it.
We're about to see like him pounded by Drow.
This Drow moves here. Let me see how far they can move. Again, it's very weird. I'm getting the attributes, but not the monster page. Let me see if that happens in another. I get character sheets for that. Let me see. These two don't have character sheets for some reason. No, don't tell me what a monster is. I know what a monster is. You suck.
Right, Gar's ready to interrupt, and that drow just stepped up.
Yeah, what are you attacking with, Gar?
Firebolt.
Seems good.
Good choice.
These two step up a well, and they're gonna fire their hand crossbows. But you're gonna attack this guy with a firebolt. Go ahead. That's a hit. He's wounded, but not dead. He stumbles as he hit him. So yeah, that guy's gonna attack. He has just a short sword.
After we got out of the dream state with the dragon, did we still not have spell slots?
You had whatever you had before you went to sleep. Your dream selves and your
So they were just like entirely separate?
yes.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Kix wakes up with 0
making
HP
sure.
and has to rest.
Exactly. So
Okay.
here comes the guy in melee. He misses, and the two short bow bolts, hand crossbows, I should say, which are also +4 to hit. I believe that's a hit.
That's a hit.
That's also a hit. Oof.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ. I'm waiting for the crits to come in again.
Well, those are two 19s back to back, so that's 2D. Let's roll them separately. 1d6 plus 2. That's 8 points. No, that's a full damage. 1d6 plus 2. That's 7 damage.
Yeah.
So 15 points of damage. Bolts come out of the darkness as they try to hit you.
Just strike Lil in the back, and he's angry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it's Lil's turn, he's gonna slash at the guy in front of him.
Yeah.
11 or 12.
That's a miss.
All right, then key point to do an unarmed kick in his face. 17.
Okay. Well, if you use key point to get more kicks, you get 2 more attacks. If you use the bonus action, you only get 1 attack.
I keep forgetting that those are 2 separate things. Okay. I forgot. So yeah, we'll just do the bonus action then.
Okay. Yeah, that's
and
fine.
it's 8
missiles is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get it at 3rd level, so he should have it.
To be fair, I'm kind of enraged right now, so I'm not really thinking about that. But I will remember that moving forward.
It's a reaction.
Okay, I forgot I had that ability.
Anyway,
just...
you.
Damage. Is this elf in front of me dead?
Yeah, he's also disappears into smoke. Gar, you see the 2 of them are firing crossbows, and you keep hearing this laughter out of the darkness. Okay. That's a hit. That's exactly what it tends. And you hit him with firebolts, and you consume, fire consumes him. Now, I need you to tell me your passive perceptions, please.
You need mine as well?
Yeah.
It's 12.
You're 12, and Gar is
13.
okay. So Gar, you notice this at 11. So yeah, that's a turn here. A figure appears behind you and says, "You're not supposed to interfere." But Leo doesn't see this. You see him after he attacks, but not before. So the assassin is going to make an assassination. It doesn't have advantage, so he can actually do he can do multi attack, but he cannot no,
Sneak attack.
sneak attack against Gar. I believe that's a miss. I believe that's also a miss. Let me.
Do I see this guy pop in existence or no? Just out of curiosity.
No, you haven't seen him.
Okay.
Goes and 11. So let's reorganize that. Guard to drow. One drow is left, and it will attack. It will continue attacking Leo. I believe that's the miss. Yeah. And it's reloading. Leo, you hear the voice. Do a you have to do an active search. You have to do
investigation.
Yeah, that'd be not investigation.
Okay.
What's the other skill?
Perception.
Perception. Yeah. Target number 13. 13.
Of course, I missed with that instead.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, I don't see him. I charge this guy.
Okay.
Let's say you try and shoot me. 2 20s.
Yeah, you hit him.
21 damage. I think he's down.
Yeah, he's done. Guard, this guy's on top of you, swinging weapons, laughing out loud. What are you going to do? Okay.
I can't think of a better wizard response.
So, yeah, let me
It's on fire already anyway.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he's
shit.
yeah.
I
Good
do have it.
old fireball.
I do have a template for that.
Oh man, a template. Pog.
A bit bigger. That should be the fireball. Where do you put it? You put it right here, right, like this. Bigger.
Yeah, it's a big spell.
What size is the radius?
20 feet.
Yeah, it's 40-foot diameter.
So it should be 40 feet, the thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's close
Yeah,
enough.
side to side.
It should be like 1 square bigger, I guess. Yeah. So.
gonna make it 7 through then.
Well, it's black, so it's kind of hard to see. Yeah.
Yeah. Assassinate, evasion. Okay. You're DC 716. Okay. Yep. It doesn't.
So he takes.
Yeah,
7.
he rolls out of the fireball. Basically, let me just erase the fireball. With no damage, and he disengages.
16 damage. He still gets half.
No, he does not.
He's got that
Oh, he
one
has
ability.
ability. Okay.
And he's gonna hide. He's gonna hide in the shadows. Actually, he's gonna hide over here. So his movement is disengage, and as a bonus action, he's gonna hide. So, yeah, he's
Pretty
here.
sure I noticed the fireball at that point.
Yeah, you see the fireball, and you see that somebody got illuminated by the fireball, but somebody was laughing. Have to try better than that, my friend. And sort of jumps and tumbles away into the darkness. That was in his turn. The drow are dead. Leo, what are you gonna do? You know somebody's there. You finally saw a silhouette.
Which way did the silhouette go?
You don't know. You got blinded by the fireball. Have to do a search.
All right, this will be perception again.
Yes.
I don't see shit.
No.
I go to the turtle then and said, "What was that? Who are you? Are you fighting them too?" Nightmare. You mean the man that the creature that destroyed this village? Then we need to kill him immediately. Memory, what do you speak? Stop speaking in riddles. Where did he go? Where did he go? Just tell me.
He go.
Like the point where you like smack Lil in the face. Nah, not yet. All right. Oh, you just clung the face. I'd kill you.
Yeah. He
That's the end. That's the end of my turn. I just spent the turn talking to Gar.
Hey, Gar. Whoever it was managed to just completely avoid one of your fireballs. It could be an effect of being a dreamscape, or whatever this is, it's pretty good. Except, no real corpses here. You're gonna animate some corpses. Yeah, realize that this is you try to do something, but it's you're not in control of this dreamscape, so the animated stuff doesn't seem to work. It's just dream stuff. No, you can't. It's a matter of you can make an Arcana check. Yeah, it's a matter of will, right? Of imposition, and since it's not your dream, and it's Leo's dream, Leo still sees them as being dead. So, and whoever's manipulating this dream or is part of this dream, they're controlling things. So you would have to override either Leo's will or the will of whoever is the nightmare. This nightmare has come alive. Well, have you used your inspiration?
Well, now's the time to use it.
From a distance. Yeah, he's gonna try to take down the turtle first. He has advantage. First roll, that's a miss.
Cool.
That's also a miss. He appears somewhere over here. Yeah, you're getting shot at. He shoots. He had advantage. He's gonna try to move again and hide. Try to go into one of these buildings between these things. He is going to try to hide. There are no more drow. Leo, on your turn, you have to do a perception check. DC 50.
Close.
You're breaking up on my end. I don't know if.
I said close.
Yeah. Gar. Perception. No. You have to actively search for this guy. You know he went in this direction right here. By the look of it, he either he probably went down the road or he went into one of these two buildings. The doors and windows have to appear to be open, so it has to be somewhere around here. It's easy to just peek in and see if you can find it.
Four.
Okay. He doesn't know that you perceived them, so you will see him the moment he pops up. He goes to one of the windows, takes cover, because against mighty missile doesn't work, but against somebody else doing range attack will. And he's going to attack you again. He's obsessed with you somehow. He does not have advantage in this attack. And that's a miss. And you respond by firing your damage to your magic missiles. It's level 3, so it's 5 missiles, right? Yeah. 10, 12, 18 points of damage. You rotten slave of flesh eaters! I'll have my ways. My revenge.
You don't deserve it.
He apparently he's shouting to Gar, not you. And he's gonna move back into the house, and he's gonna try to hide.
I didn't realize he was shouting at Gar. I still shout that anyway. I think he's talking to me.
So you know the DC now for him to beat him. Leo.
Yeah. A perception to see him, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you noted that he hasn't escaped the house. He has to be inside the house.
I literally kick down the door with my weapon ready, and I is he right there?
Yeah, when you kick the door, he's trying to hide behind a table or something, and he's right there.
I just like immediately just wail on him, like try to stab him as much as possible.
Okay, that's a hit.
24 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one hit or two?
Let me check. That is actually two.
8, 14. I'm going to also punch him in the face. 10. I don't think that's a hit.
No.
All right. I said, I'm going to get my vengeance on you, you bastard.
Gar, you see Lale kicking the door, open it up. There's fighting inside, so. On Lale, okay.
Oh, dear.
Well, Assassin drops his all too quickly. He shouldn't be able to do this, but he had a crossbow. He drops it, gets 2 daggers out, and 2 short swords, and you can see they're dripping with something green in them. And he's gonna go for the kill.
So I guess it's 9 out of the season.
I believe that's a miss. I believe that's a
That's
hit.
a hit. That's a hit.
So let's see.
Now,
And make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
if we lose Lale and it works the same way as the last batch, then we're gonna also lose Gar, which that means someone might have to go get Gar, which means we could lose them.
It's like it's Inception, dreams within dreams.
No, this time around, Gar knows the truth. You took 20 points of damage from the poison. Your poison as well. So 26 points of damage total. Wait a minute. What's your armor? Well, 23 would have hit it anyway. You have +2 armor class, but yeah.
It would have been 19.
Yeah. Let me tell you that if you die here, it's, yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
You're hasted, but you're also severely wounded and poisoned.
I like to imagine this is where he cuts off my arm.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
That's fine.
So, like, out of nowhere, you just see, like, Lale missing an arm.
Poison creature has an advantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
All right, so how does the poison work? How do I get rid of that? That's a con save?
That's a con save, yeah, at the end of your round.
At the end of the round. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with the haste, I get 4 attacks on now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let me just murder him. I have 4 hit.
3 attacks. You hit them 3 times.
Oh, 3, sorry. Uh, 27 on him, and then we'll do the unarmed. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go nuts. Key to do the flurry of blows. 2 unarmed.
Okay. That's
22. That's at least 1 more. Another 6 on top. So 7, 33.
Yeah. You pummel this guy. You're stronger than you look. But
Now I'm gonna give you a Glasgow smile, you bastard.
But I know who's helping you. You're not getting away from me that easily. He's gonna disengage and go through the window. He's gonna
take you with me. And, all right, and now just Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
I'm assuming that's a fail. So what do I have to roll for damage?
No, you only take damage once.
Oh, okay.
But you remain pointed, which means you have disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which means actually you only hit twice. No.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
even the attacks were disadvantaged. Okay.
Yeah.
So then minus
The first attack missed.
Oh, okay. So minus the first 10 then.
He's still wounded though. And he's moving in this direction. God, you see him in the light of the fire as he's sort of looking around. He locks eyes with you. You can't save him. I'll come back. Next time he closes his eyes, I'll be there. This is temporary. Only temporary. My kind always comes back. Our queen demands it. I'll burn them all. Yes, we will. That's a miss. You have 2 more blasts, I believe. That's a hit. That's also a hit. He is pretty wounded. Just like he just shouts and just goes for you. All out attack on you. Gonna make 2 attacks with his knives. I believe that's a hit unless you use shield. He hits you with a critical. He also misses as well. Fail.
I see him going in for the kill. 3 attacks again. 14.
You hit only once.
Oh, really? Okay. Slash him. 11, and then we'll do the unarmed.
Yeah. When you hit him, he just sort of falls down and vanishes. And when he falls down, instead of being blood or a body, he just turns into like hundreds, thousands of little Black Widow spiders and just sort of disappear. And the whole thing just sort of coalesces. But before you go, you see your sister before you. You know, the sort of the slash across her neck, like, you failed me, brother.
No,
You
it
weren't
didn't.
fast enough.
No, I was. Look, he's gone. You're okay. You're okay.
You failed me, brother.
No!
And you hear this voice, like, kind of like a chant, like, you failed me, you failed me, you failed me. And, you know, and everything goes to black.
Okay.
Outside in the castle, both Gar and Lael wake up. So you're back in the castle.
You
Yeah.
just see like Lael shoot up, like I guess completely drenched with sweat and whatever else is all on top of him, and that's unusual because elves usually don't sleep. So
Man, it's almost like you just woke up from a nightmare or something.
Nah, couldn't be.
Nah.
good arm, he's like just feeling himself. Like
And
what
you feel, in fact, for a second, you feel that phantom pain, the phantom presence of that arm that you
Yes.
have had in years. It's like you almost want to flex it, but you realize it's nothing to flex, right?
Yeah.
You got me telling him.
That's just wrong.
That's one hell of a trip, I'll tell you that much.
Oh God.
So you're back.
So,
Everybody's there, you know, down at the basement where you did the ritual. Last thing you remember, Lael, is you were fighting this dragon, and then you remember a familiar voice saying something, but you're not really sure. It just doesn't
Wait a
make a lot
minute.
of sense.
I look around for a second. No, I don't have a top. I look around for a second, and I guess like Gar and Cat and all them are there.
Yeah, everybody's there.
Okay.
You were somewhere
so-
else, so I would be. You know, I guess you won whatever it is that you were doing. You won.
We defeated the dragon. It's the first thing I would ask.
Yep, dragon's down.
I don't remember what happened. How was it killed? It's all a blur.
With some spells and some swords. From
For who it was, but it was
Hicks.
glorious.
And Kix
and spells from me.
Kix took responsibility for his mistakes. Good.
Yes, he appears to be back to normal
Almost.
for now.
He's trying to read still. Every time I see him, though, getting rid of the book.
Not every book is cursed.
For him, it is.
What? How would you know?
I don't trust him.
Yeah, maybe leave the books to Gar.
Exactly. So now whenever I see him, just gonna smack him out of his hand.
When you say Gar's name, I look over to Gar for a quick second. I said, "Wait a minute." And do I need like roll a check to like remember he was in the nightmare I was in, or no?
You remember he was there with you all the time.
Wait, Gar, you were there too, no?
But you don't. You remember him in the dragon fight, and he's now with you here. Like he never left. It's weird. You're like, you don't really know what's going on here.
If you'll all excuse me, I think I need to clear my head, and I just like stagger up and walk outside to, I guess, like the gazebo near that area and start meditating. Thank you, whatever you've done, Gar. I appreciate it.
I'm in most nightmares. Gar, you recognized the creatures that they were fighting and the assassin. They're all drow. And from your experiences in the past, in the Underdark, you know that the drow have a particular hatred of the elves. But, this could have been, just another attack that, his family was involved in. But you can make another Arcana check for me. See if you remember this detail. Yeah. You remember that when the drow was going to, collapsing, he had something around his neck. Had something familiar. No, you recognize it once you remember it.
I think the assassin one, the one that tried to kill me and kill you. Gar would interpret that as imagery and not iconography.
Not a response, is just reading what he said.
I mean, I'm just reading it out loud too. Like that's all I got.
Once this whole ordeal happened, and Lael went to meditate. Partway in, Hugh would very quietly just bring him a plate of food and put it by. Not say anything, just put it there, and then sneak off again.
That's very kind of you. When I open my eyes,
And he was vanished like the wind.
Oh yeah, no, he dropped it and then vanished.
All right.
what's next then? Because I'm just meditating at the moment.
I believe we were going to jump to a time skip.
Yes.
After this.
We are in early fall. In fact, something that we're working on behind the scenes. I'll give you the exact date.
Exact dates.
Wow.
I understand that struggle as a GM.
Yeah, so you're in the first of Patch Wall, which is in the fall. Now, if you, I mean, this happens like a couple of days later, right? And the people around you, they approach you, says, "Your Grace, we're glad that you're okay.
Thank you.
Regret that we didn't see this coming. Could have been able to do something." And Lee says, "But there is something to be said, and with him is also, yeah, it's just Anli for this, and then Landora, Anli and Landora, and Lady Landora is like, I'm no lady. I mean, I am, but not nobility. Would never claim to.
Well, I'll still call you one in my heart."
You're too kind. Elandora says, show to players. Never mind. No, it's not weird. Never mind. I don't know what happens. And once I click it, it doesn't happen again. She says, well, what I know that this is a recently established fort and all that, but Brewfest is coming. And I do believe that, yes, celebration for the harvest. We do have somewhat of a harvest.
Oh,
and,
I'm familiar.
And so it would behoove you, my lord, it's a suggestion, of course, to have a celebration before winter. Because, well, you know, people have a lot to celebrate, especially with the recent unpleasantness. It would be good for the guards and everyone else to know that their ruler is, well, healthy of mind and body, particularly of mind. So perhaps it would be time to celebrate the end of the fall and the harvest and prepare for winter. There would be some expenses involved, but I think we still have about 2 weeks. We could prepare and, you know, have a rather nice celebration if you're so inclined.
Yeah, Kix is gonna nod and go, You're right. You make a lot of sense." And he's like going to reach over to like a book, and he's like gonna pull out like the inventory he has, and goes, "Well, the last couple of seasons have actually gone very well. I think perhaps if it's not too large of a festival, we could definitely afford it."